quarter-final of the Nations League, but a promotion-relegation clash as Denmark get a throw-in now on this near side. Thrown down the line towards Rasmus Højlund, who's trying to drag Ruben Diaz out of position. The two Manchester club rivals there, Højlund and Diaz, as the ball goes out for a throw to Portugal, as Nuno Mendes has come over to take this throw-in. Looking to throw it down the pitch, goes short to Inacio. Bruno Fernandes helps it on. Ronaldo's unable to control it. Denmark trying to get a grip hold and unable to do so, as Fernandes has it again and is coming forward for Portugal, but it's a very good bit of defending by Christian Norgard. And Schmeichel now has it at his feet. And Denmark can get the game going again as Vitinha ends up winning it back. Fernandes back to Vitinha once more. A quick 1-2 between Vitinha and Diaz. Neat and tidy stuff by Portugal. Here's Nuno Mendes. Here goes Ruben Diaz once more for Portugal. Just a slow pace about the game in these early stages. Certainly suits Denmark. They, of course, don't need to win tonight. A draw will be enough. It feels as though that will play into their psyche in this clash. Here's Nuno Mendes driving forward, clips it to the box. Ronaldo goes down. They want a penalty. They've got one. Early penalty for Portugal. Goodness gracious me. That was clumsy as you like. And Kasper Schmeichel is leading the arguments, but I don't think he's going to get away with that. It looked as though Ronaldo was pushed in the back, and this could be a dream start for Portugal in Lisbon. It was a teasing ball in by Nuno Mendes, and it was Patrick Dorgu. It was the wrong side of Ronaldo and just gave him a little nudge in the back. It wasn't much of a nudge in truth. There wasn't a lot in it, to be frank, but he did have his hands on the back of him. And Portugal have got themselves a spot kick. Unless VAR gets involved, of course. Well, there is in fact a check going on at the moment by VAR, just checking this penalty. Probably checking, of course, that they think it was a foul, which is a close call. It's a borderline one. Also whether if Cristiano Ronaldo was actually onside there. And yep, it's been checked, it's been cleared, it's a penalty to Portugal. And he's not happy about that, Brian Riemer, the Denmark manager. He's not happy at all. As Kasper Schmeichel has saved penalties before. And Cristiano Ronaldo, of course, is someone that you would want standing over a penalty. And Schmeichel will, of course, try to make himself look as big as possible. As it's Ronaldo against Schmeichel. He takes his time, Ronaldo. Oh, he saved it! Would you believe it? Cristiano Ronaldo denied from the spot as Kasper Schmeichel stood up to the challenge and made the save. A save, a moment for Schmeichel that, well, it would have made his dad proud, that's for sure. But Cristiano Ronaldo there, he running up in a very uncharacteristic fashion, but Portugal trying to get going straight away, but Leao's unable to control it, and Denmark get it back again with Eriksson. And that's a little bit clumsy from Bruno Fernandes. And it's a free kick to Denmark. But Cristiano Ronaldo, normally, when he takes penalties, he runs up to them with conviction and he strikes them in with pace and power. But he's walked up to this one and tried to pass it in the other corner. And Kasper Schmeichel simply didn't move. And when he don't move, it's an awkward one for the penalty kick takers in that scenario. What do you do? And Ronaldo just passing it to Schmeichel, and he keeps the ball out. Incredible. As Bernardo Silva now plays it back to Vitinha. Fernandes. Diaz. Portugal need a quick response to that early disappointment with Cristiano Ronaldo, of all people, missing from 12 yards. Here's Nuno Mendes on the halfway line. Touch from Ronaldo back to Vitinha is poor, and Højlund's able to retrieve it and drive forward and drive the ball out of play. And it will be a throw-in to Portugal, which Nuno Mendes will take again. But that really would have been the perfect start for the Portuguese. But as it was, Ronaldo, in all essence, fluffing his lines and not giving the home side the start that they would have craved. But really settled some nerves and allowed them to really kick on as the throw-in is poor and Portugal get it back quickly. And here goes Bruno Fernandes coming forward for Portugal. Out towards Dallo, who crosses it in, and it's deflected behind by Dorgu, and it will be a corner kick to Portugal. As Nuno Mendes, I think, is going to come over to take this. There's many options in the box for Nuno Mendes, who will take this left-footed. The referee just warning Diogo Dallo there of no pushing. Nuno Mendes whips it into the box. It's come all the way through to Diaz. Oh, and I think it hit. Who did it hit on the way through? I think it might have been a Danish centre-back, and it has gone out behind for another corner. It was actually Dorgu who stuck out his right leg and managed to divert it behind for another corner for the home side, which Bruno Fernandes will take on this near side right-footed. Danish defence getting organised, getting ready. Whipped. No, he's gone short. Had us all fooled. Nuno Mendes. Back to Bernardo Silva. Here's Vitinha. Vitinha crossing into the box. Rising high was Mendes. Come through to Fernandes, who crossed it gorgeously. Oh, Ronaldo was there, but couldn't get ahead on it. Rafa Leao trying to caress one back into the box, but he's overhit it. And Fernandes will let the ball go out of play for a throw, but no, the flag has gone up inadvertently, and it will be a free kick to Denmark. It was Nuno Mendes who had just gone a little bit too early as the kick is taken short by Schmeichel. There goes Hjulman, put under pressure by Fernandes, calmly playing it out to Christensen on his near side, who knocks one down the line, and Diaz is able to deal with it. And here's Rafa Leao going inside to Fernandes. Is that a foul? Yes, but play on, says the referee. Fernandes trying to play it out to the far side, which Dallo is waiting for, but Dorgu cuts it out and cuts it out well. Here's Vitinha just inside the Danish half. Goes back to Diaz. Here's Gonzalo Inacio. Silva. Nuno Mendes on this near side. That's a poor ball by Bernardo Silva. That'll be a Danish throw in. As the ball goes forward long, but it's overhit, and it will be a Portugal throw deep in the Portuguese half, which Dallo will take. It's been a goal actually in one of the other big games tonight. It's come in Valencia between Spain and Holland, and it's Mikel Oyarzabal who, many England fans, scored the winning goal in the final, but Denmark have won the ball back high and decide to go back themselves all the way to Schmeichel. But no, of course, Mikel Oyarzabal getting that winning goal in the Euros final. He scored a penalty tonight against the Dutch. So a fast start at the Mestalla Stadium. And here's Vitinha into the feet of Bruno Fernandes. Plays it out wide to Conceição. Inacio. Nuno Mendes. Lovely crossfield ball, and here goes Conceição into the box. Plays it out to Dallo on the far side, clips it back. Is anyone there? Leao is. Poor touch from him though, and he's forced back to Diaz. Looked a promising moment, but it's gone all the way back. And here's cross into the box. Ronaldo is there. It's good defending by Vestergaard, but that's not good by Christensen. But I think, yeah, Ronaldo's offside. It will be a free kick to Denmark, so it won't matter. And it is a free kick to the Danes. Here's Kasper Schmeichel who takes it and he goes short. The perplexed look on the face of Roberto Martinez. Here's Hjulman, back to Schmeichel once more, clipping it long down the pitch, and Nuno Mendes does enough and shields it out of play. Here's Bernardo Silva. Gonçalo Inácio. Back to Diogo Costa in the Portuguese goal. Goes long down the pitch, looking for Conceição, well headed forward by Dorgu. It's come back to Ruben Diaz once more. Here's Vitinha, clever turn by him. And Diaz has got it once more for the Portuguese, just inside the Portugal half. It has predominantly been in the middle of the pitch and in Denmark's final third, which is how I guess we would have expected this game to go, given Portugal are a stronger side than Denmark, and the situation of this tie with the Danes ahead. They don't need to go gung-ho attack, and the ball there by Silva is slightly overhit as Bruno Fernandes made the run, and Schmeichel is able to gather and get the game going again quickly as Norgard exchanges passes with Eriksson and Vestergaard. And here on the left is Patrick Dorgu coming forward, but a searching ball to Højlund, who's got on the end of it. He's done well there, Rasmus Højlund. Oh, and good defending by Gonçalo Inácio to put it behind for, I think it's a corner kick to Denmark. So that's a good break for them. And I guess tonight they'll be looking at it, hoping that they can really make the most of these set pieces. And when you've got a set piece taker like Christian Eriksen, I really do believe that you can be a threat from every set piece that you get. As Eriksson on the far side gets ready to take this right-footed. As it's whipped into the penalty area, it's close to the keeper. Costa punches, and the referee has seen something he doesn't like. And Slavko Vincic, the official, has blown for a free kick. So it'll be a free kick to Portugal. Quite sure what he's seen there. Maybe a foul on the keeper, but blimey. It's a cliche, I know, and it gets boring talking about it, but keepers are too heavily protected at times, you feel. There didn't seem a lot in that at all. As Dorgu wins the second ball after a long kick by Costa. Ends up at the feet of Christensen. Long ball from Vestergaard looking for Isaksson, who's in behind here. Isaksson taking on Mendes, but Mendes saying you shall not pass, and winning the ball back for the Portuguese. Back to Vitinha. Crossfield ball towards Dallo. Nods it back to Diaz, and he gives it back gorgeously to Dallo, and the United fullback can bring the ball forward now over the halfway line. Here's Conceição. Ruben Diaz. Conceição once more. Dallo flipping one across the layout. What can he do? Not really got him in the game yet, and he is one of the danger threats. As Mendes puts a gorgeous ball in. Ronaldo! Good save. Oh, lovely ball in by Nuno Mendes. It was deep, it was delicious. The defenders didn't know whether to come or go. Ronaldo got in the end of it, and fair play to Kasper Schmeichel, who at point blank range was able to kick the ball out the net, and it will be a corner kick to Portugal. As Nuno Mendes is getting ready to take this corner. Nuno Mendes whips into the box, headed out by Højlund. Chasing that down is Conceição. Costa whipping the ball out to Vitinha on this near side. Here goes Rafa Leão. Well played Rasmus Christensen, who thwarts Leao's attempt to get by him. As Bruno Fernandes clips one over the top, the searching ball towards Cristiano Ronaldo. Headed out and forward by Yannick Vestergaard. Lands though at the feet of Rafa Leão, and Portugal can come again. And is that a foul off the ball from Bernardo Silva? It is. That was stupid from the Manchester City midfielder. I don't know what he was doing there. Really poor. As Leão was running at the fullback, Bernardo Silva just body checks him off the ball, of course to give his teammate more space, but you're not going to get away with that. It was really foolish to do that, because you're just bringing the team under a little bit more pressure. It seems a little bit unnecessary. As Kasper Schmeichel hoofs the ball long down the pitch, searching for Højlund, but it's gone out for a throw-in to Denmark on this near side. Ball goes back to Joaquin Anderson. Schmeichel. Anderson once more. Norgard, the Brentford skipper. Here's Vestergaard with a long searching ball forward, but he's overhit that and it's gone all the way through to Diogo Costa in the Portuguese goal. As Costa has it on his feet again. Mendes back to the goalkeeper. Here goes Diaz. Dallo bringing it inside to Vitinha. Vitinha now trying to find Diaz, but it's a loose ball, really loose. And here comes Isaacson. Oh, he was running at Gonzalo Inacio, but the Sporting Lisbon centre-back did ever so well to stay calm and stop Isaacson in his track. As Bruno Fernandes comes forward now, trying to find Rafa Leão, but it's well intercepted by Frankfurt's Christensen. And Dorgu now has it on the far side. Here's Dorgu. Hjulmand plays the ball out into this near side to Isaacson, who's put under pressure by Nuno Mendes. He played well, Nuno Mendes, against Liverpool. Dealt with Mo Salah ever so well. He's a left back who is performing very highly and is performing in exquisite form, arguably one of the best fullbacks in European football right now. As I say, the way he dealt with Mo Salah, it was superb. But that's a poor ball out from the back from Inacio. Here's Højlund, big chance for Denmark. It's a Peltier, here's Lindstrøm. Oh, and it's went back to Højlund, but it was really scruffy and poor from Lindstrøm. He's showing signs of a player really that hasn't scored this season or assisted. It's hard to believe that he starts every week for Everton and he's in this Denmark team tonight. He's a forward winger, and you've got to stop producing outcomes. You've got to get goals. You've got to get assists. He's doing neither, but he's really doing something that managers like as he continues to start. As Rafa Leão takes on Christensen and gets by him. This is the nature of Rafa Leão. It's in a penalty area, but he did very well to deal with that, Christensen, and Denmark can come away with it as Højlund's got it on the halfway line. Did well, was won a free kick in the challenge and the pressure from Ruben Diaz. As they take it quickly, Denmark can come forward. Lindstrøm into the feet of Højlund. Eriksen 30 yards from goal. Here's Brentford's Christian Norgard. Back to Eriksen once more. And they inadvertently go back to the halfway line. So again, not showing massive amounts of urgency, which you can understand, it has to be said. And the long ball across the pitch by Joaquin Anderson's picked out Dorgu, taking on Dalot. Here goes Vestergaard once more. Dorgu, they're playing it around nicely. As they come forward now though, with Lindstrøm. Here's Højlund into the box. Rasmus Højlund's thought decent left-footed effort, but Diogo Costa was able to get down to it and easily save it. But that's a danger for Portugal, and at any time they can come at you quickly on the break, as Vitinha has it now. Plays it out to Dalot on the far side. And that's a foul on Bruno Fernandes, or Conceição, I should say, by Patrick Dorgu, who of course made the January move to Old Trafford. So he's had quite a 3 months, Patrick Dorgu, breaking into the Danish national side, making a 30 million euro switch from Lecce in Italy to Old Trafford. Of course, not going well for Manchester United at the moment, we know that, but quite a big move for him and a big club to go to, as Inacio tries to play a long ball, searching for Conceição. He's up against Dorgu, but it's a bit of a mismatch over there. He's a big lad, Patrick Dorgu. And Francisco Conceição, he's not the biggest. A lot of ability, a lot of talent, but not the biggest player, so it's going to be tough for him to win those battles of strength against Dorgu this evening, especially with that pressure, and the ref's actually given a free kick there for a foul on Dorgu, so Schmeichel's come over to take that. Conceição has a decent campaign so far at Juve, not really lit up the world too much. He's on loan from Porto. He's getting valuable game time in Serie A. Juve currently 4th in that division, huffing and puffing a little bit, it has to be said, with Napoli and Inter Milan, the two teams to beat at the moment in Portugal. As Diaz inadvertently gets the ball back and plays it back to the goalkeeper. Coming forward is Fernandes. We've lost it again, Portugal. And Bruno, is it Bruno Fernandes? No, it was Bernardo Silva, sorry, made the foul. And Denmark have got a free kick in a dangerous position. In an area where, quite frankly, they could cause trouble here for Portugal. With Christian Eriksen, he could put a dangerous ball into the box. And who knows what might happen. It will be the experienced Christian Eriksen who's going to whip the ball into the box. You feel right-footed here. Eriksen, no referee's halted play. He wants that bit more organising, and Ronaldo just asking the question of the Slovenian referee, causing a little bit of frustration. But Eriksen takes it now, right-footed, headed out well by Leao, and the referee once more has blown for a free kick. He's seen something that he didn't like. And Ruben Diaz, I think, is glad to get the decision. So it may have just been a little nudge in the back, didn't look like too much, but there you have it. As the ball goes long towards Ronaldo, unable to win it, and Denmark get the ball back straight away. Can come at Portugal. They're having a bit of a spell here, the Danes. And Roberto Martinez's side will need to be careful, because if Denmark can get a goal, then it just gets that little bit more difficult. But Vitinha wins it back, and here come the Portuguese once more. Silva plays it out to Rafa Leao on this near side, but he wishes to slow it down. Rafa Leao, not really his style, but he's just slowed the game up slightly as Vitinha sprays it out to Diaz. Now Bernardo Silva, Vitinha. Here's Nuno Mendes. Bruno Fernandes now on this near side. Nuno Mendes loses it. Denmark come forward. Options, but Dalot does well to win it back. And Portugal can go again. Here's Nuno Mendes driving forward again for Portugal. He's been involved a lot, the fullback, but it's well won back by Hjulman. And Schmeichel now has it between the sticks. And now they can come forward in numbers, but it's a bad ball up to Højlund again, and Portugal are able to retrieve it. As Fernandes plays it back to Ruben Diaz. Here's Conceição on the far side. Vitinha back to Vitinha once more, gets it back. Here come Portugal, come forward. Ronaldo, what a good tackle by Vestergaard. Just a nip in there and get it ahead of Cristiano Ronaldo. And Dorgu now on the far side. It's Christian Eriksen. Just slowing the game down now, Denmark. There's no need for them to force it, but they are going rather slow. As the ball ends up out on the far side once more, and it's Lindstrom of Everton taking on Diaz. Always wriggle his way through, and Ruben Diaz does well. Sticks out that right leg and thwarts any chance of Jesper Lundstrom getting into attacking phase, but Ronaldo's giving it away, and here they come with Isaacson once more. Can Denmark make the most of this period? They're certainly having one. Norgard puts one in. It's flicked off the feet of, I think it was Inacio once more, but deflected off his foot into the hands of Diogo Costa. And Portugal have the ball again. And Nuno Mendes is down here. He's got a slight issue. So we'll just check to see if he's all right, the Portuguese centre-back. Portuguese full-back, sorry. And yep, he's fine, he's up, and Portugal get the game going once more. Ronaldo on halfway, back to Bruno Fernandes. Ronaldo has it again, dropping deep. Fernandes again. Vitinha. Taking on Ericsson, forced wide though by Fernandes. Portugal need to get a little bit more of into their groove in this one. They've slowed things down quite a lot as Diogo Dalot plays into the feet of Ronaldo. 25 yards out, trying to take on defender. Well played, Christian Norgard to stop him from doing so. Denmark get the ball back, but they're getting it back to Portugal again. But oh, good tackle by Ruben Diaz to retain possession as Nuno Mendes has it on this near side. Here's Nuno Mendes. Oh, it's a bit overcooked that. It's asking a lot of the Portuguese left back, and it's gone out harmlessly behind for a goal kick to Denmark. But it's a good bit of defending there by Joachim Andersen, of course, the Fulham centre back. Doing a good job this season for Fulham as they are beginning to flirt with European places in the Premier League. As Rafael has it on this near side now for Portugal. Well played, Joachim Andersen. In towards Hjulman. Back to Schmeichel, who sweeps the ball out to Dorgu on this far side. He was blocked off though there by Diogo Dalot, and that will be a free kick to Denmark. Which they've taken short once more. Going back to centre back is Schmeichel, who's, well, he's all run that out of play. Panically kicks it forward. It's gone out to Bruno Fernandes on the far side. Plays it into Conceição. Squared up again by Dorgu. Not winning that battle yet, Conceição. And he's kept the ball in somehow. And it's come out to Vitinha! With a good effort by the Paris Saint-Germain midfielder, but it was just too high and over the top. And it has gone behind harmlessly for a goal kick to Denmark. They did well there, Conceição. It's a close call as to whether the ball had gone out or not. Referees and linesmen between them gave him the benefit of the doubt, I think. And the shot by Vitinha was deemed not to have taken a deflection, although that looked debatable from the replay. And it went out behind for a goal kick as Nuno Mendes now has it. It's inside the Danish half. Good ball from Ignacio, but no, it's straight wide of Ronaldo. And here comes Denmark again coming forward with Lindström. Looking at the options ahead of him, it's short to Dorgu. Christian Eriksen shoots 30 yards from goal, and it balloons high and wide over the top. And it's gone out harmlessly for a goal kick to Portugal, which Diogo Costa's taken short to Bernardo Silva, who's dribbling it out of the box, and goes short again to Diaz. Back to Costa. Here's Vitinha. Always poor control. Combination of poor control, poor pass, but Vitinha does so well. And Portugal beat the press and can come forward now in numbers into the Danish half. Here's Fernandes. Cristiano Ronaldo, 30 yards from goal. Shoots, deflected, corner. Well, there's a lot of options ahead of Cristiano Ronaldo there. He decided to take on the shot from 35 yards out. Always ambitious, but you never put it beyond him, and he's got a corner out of it, which Bruno Fernandes has come over to take. Right-footed, whipped into the box. It's towards Ronaldo, it's not got him. Oh, and it has ended up in the goal. I think it is an own goal, but it is a Portugal goal. And it is Portugal 1, Denmark 0. I'll have to have another look at it. But from first viewing, it looked to me as though it was an own goal by somebody in white and red. And it is Portugal who take the lead. It's a combination, I think, of Anderson and Vestergaard. I think it's Anderson. Just gets the header wrong. Ronaldo is just in front of him. It's a close call between him and Vestergaard, and the ball just painfully for Kasper Schmeichel just drifted away from him and into the corner of the net. And it is Roberto Martinez's side that take the lead here as we approach the 40-minute mark. Only a minute and a half away from 40 minutes played in Lisbon, and it is Portugal 1, Denmark 0. And this is a scoreline that, if it stays like this, we will be going all the way to extra time and possibly penalties thereafter. But I'm sure both sides will not want that to be the outcome at the end, as they make a bit of a mess of that, Portugal. And Denmark get a very cheap throw-in of their own midway through the Portugal half, which Christensen has come over to take for the Danes. Or is it short to Hjulmand? Nice twisting and turning from him, and he's giving away a throw-in though, which Nuno Mendes again has got in his hands. Nuno Mendes goes back to Ignacio, and again he's rather sliced his clearance. It's a bit unsettled in the last couple of minutes, the Sporting Lisbon centre-back. Been linked with many clubs. The throw-in goes short by Christensen, back to Norgard. And he's given it away. And here come Portugal with Dalot. Plays it down the line to Conceição. Conceição with support of Ronaldo. I think it's Dorgu again. And he's gone back to Vitinha, who is put under pressure by Eriksen, is forced back. It's good by the veteran. There's a missed opportunity there for Portugal, and Conceição trying to take on Dorgu and loses again. And then Dorgu wins a free kick from a hasty challenge by Ruben Diaz. And Denmark will have themselves a free kick, but Portugal will feel a little bit disappointed there. They're attacking in numbers. They couldn't quite make it count. Conceição was a bit clumsy and a bit rash with his decision making there. And any potential opportunity for Roberto Martinez's side has come and gone. As Vestergaard tries to clip it over Conceição, and he's heading out behind for a throw-in to Denmark. As the throw-in taken short by Dorgu. Eriksson just inside the Danish half, but under pressure well by Fernandes. Dorgu once more. And it's one back though by Conceição. And does he want a free kick there? I think he probably has done. And he has blown for a foul there. Slavko Vincic. Dorgu was just a little bit over exuberant there with his challenge on Conceição. Bernardo Silva certainly appreciative of Conceição's efforts there to drive forward and win his side a free kick. As Bruno Fernandes is standing over this, right-footed, whips it into the penalty area. It's Ronaldo! Oh, he sloughed it. He has fluffed his lines, and the referee's actually given offside anyway, so it wouldn't have counted. But at first viewing, it looked to me like it hit Ronaldo's shoulder. Oh, he's just missed the ball. But he was stood offside there, Ronaldo. Him, Diaz, and one other in the penalty area, just straying into an offside position, which was pretty poor, really. Didn't need to do that from that set piece. As Leao flicks it onto Ronaldo, could be offside again, you know, and he is. And that's poor from him. It will be a free kick again to Denmark. Anderson goes short with the free kick on down the line, looking for Isaacson. And he's kept it in well. Puts it in the box, and Ruben Diaz sniffs out the danger and is able to clear it, and clear it well for Portugal. He did well there, Ruben Diaz. That was a real potential opportunity for Denmark as the ball then cannons off Isaacson, and it will be a throw-in to Portugal. And Nuno Mendes has come over on this near side to take this throw in. And the ball is flicked forward by Nuno Mendes, but Denmark win it back again as Højlund's unable to control it. Vitinha takes a tidy flick, and Ronaldo's in a bit of space. And here go Portugal with Leao on the near side, screwing up Christensen, and he does so well again. The Frankfurt fullback just nullifying the threat of Rafa Leao. I think he and his manager and the whole of Portugal will be disappointed with Rafa Leao so far. He's not had the impact that he would have desired, as Bruno Fernandes is getting this corner kick ready now, right-footed. He whips it in, right-footed. Oh, and Schmeichel's come for it and lost it, and he's got a goal kick. It looked to me like it was a corner, but yeah, it should have been a corner. So Schmeichel's got up for it, he's flattened it, and a combination of him and Joaquin Anderson gone out behind again, and it should have been a corner to Portugal, but it's not. It's a goal kick, as the fourth official indicates 2 minutes of added time at the end of this first half. So at the moment I think Denmark will be keen to get into the break, because Portugal is certainly growing in strength and growing in confidence as the goal kick goes long down the pitch. Mendes nods it out. Christensen will now take this throw in just inside the Portuguese half. Goes back though to Anderson into the feet of Hjulman, but he's given it away, and Portugal could spring an attack. And will they be able to create a chance right on the end of this half. No, they've gone back again to Vitinha. He was put under pressure by Eriksson. But Diaz now sweeps on across to Inacio. As we've only got 1 minute left now of the added, and Inacio plays a ridiculously good ball through to Rafa Leao, but he's unable to do anything with it. But I don't know if there were clips in. Ronaldo! Offside. Well, it was put in by Cristiano Ronaldo, but again, he's offside. He doesn't seem happy about it. But it has been given offside. Of course, it will be checked. But Inacio played a gorgeous ball through to Leao, which may be the one that's offside originally. And then Bernardo Silva clips it in. And he's definitely not offside, Ronaldo, from Bernardo Silva's cross. So if Rafa Leao is onside, this will be a goal. So it'll be very interesting to see whether this is a goal or not, because I'm telling you now, this is a close call. And VAR confirms he is offside. So Rafa Leao, who's ever so tight though. Ronaldo hasn't had the best half, has he? Had a goal marginally ruled out for offside, missing a penalty as the referee now brings the end of this first 45 minutes. So it's been an eventful half. Ronaldo missing a penalty early doors. Denmark having a few small moments, but Portugal have mainly been the ones dominating, and an own goal by Joaquin Anderson has given Portugal the lead here in Lisbon. But you feel as though if they keep going, Portugal, they'll be good to get a second and maybe more. But it is half time, so I'll see you in 15 minutes for the second half. Don't go anywhere.
Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok.
He's probably one of the best wingers at the moment, Mo Salah, in terms of form. As Norgard has it now on the halfway line. As France have scored at the Stade de France. They're 2-0 down, of course, from Thursday night. A similar predicament to Portugal, but not quite as bad. And they're 2 goals down. So they've got one back. So it's now 2-1 on aggregate. 1-0 to France on the night. Michael Elise is the man who's put the ball in the net for the French. And it's, I'm sure, a tense one now for Croatia as Bernardo Silva receives the ball just inside the Portugal half. And here they come, though, Portugal in numbers. Big chance now. Dalot, Ronaldo, bad pass from Dalot. Conceição shot deflected just over. It's really not very good there by Diogo Dalot because Cristiano Ronaldo was in on goal. And it was, in fact, a decent effort by Conceição. They're asking for handball. I'm not sure they're going to get that because it didn't actually hit the arm of Joaquin Anderson. It deflected off the centre-back and over behind for a corner to Portugal, which Nuno Mendes will take. Go short to Silva. They've almost pushed themselves back. Seems a bit silly as Vitinha gets it from 25 yards. Whips one in. It's easily dealt with though. And here comes Denmark on the counter-attack. Here goes Lindstrom bringing the ball forward. Good ball from Isaacson trying to find Højlund, but that's a great tackle by Diogo Dalot. And Fernandes has got it. Plays a little neat and tidy 1-2 with Vitinha. And Portugal can come again. This is what we want to see. We don't want to see extra time tonight. We want to see this one in the game. And that's good to see both teams going for it. As Fernandes has it, 30 yards from goal. Whips one into Ronaldo. Bad touch by Ronaldo. He's waving his arms around at teammates, but it seems a little bit unfair. And as Denmark break through, Dalot is penalised for a block. And it will be a Denmark free kick. As Denmark come forward again into the penalty area, it's a block, and it's just hit wide. Goodness me, what an opportunity that was. It was Rasmus Højlund whose shot was deflected wide. It was a close one for Denmark. Christian Eriksen as well. Shot just cannoned away off the Portugal defender. And it will be a corner to the visitors here. It was Nuno Mendes who got in the way of it. Stunning defending by the Portugal fullback as Eriksen whips it in. It's a free header around the back, and it's been headed in by Rasmus Christensen, who's levelled it up for Denmark. Would you believe it? It's Portugal 1, Denmark 1, and as it stands, it will be the Danes that go through. And Portugal surround the referee. They're not happy about something, but as it stands, the on-field decision is goal, and it will be 1-1 on the night and 2-1 on aggregate. There's a great header by Rasmus Christensen into the far corner. And Brian Riemer is absolutely delighted with that. And so should he be. And Bruno Fernandes isn't happy. I think they wanted a foul for a push on Nuno Mendes. But You're not going to get that. There's nothing in that at all. Nuno Mendes didn't have to go down. There was a delay in his fall. It was pretty pathetic, to be honest. And Nuno Mendes, as good as he's been tonight, made a bit of a foolish decision there going to ground. But as we said a few times in the half, the way that defenders and goalkeepers go down so easily from set pieces like corners and free kicks, they're so often used to hitting the deck and hearing the whistle blow and getting themselves off the hook. But it didn't on that occasion as Leao tries to take on Christensen, but the full-back from Frankfurt is equal to it once more. And Portugal will have to go again, as at the moment it's Denmark going through to the semi-finals of these Nations League. And Fernandes isn't happy with Hjulmand, who just stood on the foot of Bruno Fernandes. He's gone down dramatically. He's gone down holding his foot, which you can understand. He did leave one on him. I think he knew what he was doing there. More than Hjulmand. The Sporting Lisbon midfielder who's familiar with this stadium here as Fernandes whips in the free kick. Oh, it's a terrible free kick. It's gone straight into the hands of Kasper Schmeichel, who's able to catch it and clear it straight away. But Vitinha did well to fend off Dorgu. And it's cleared down the pitch by Diogo Costa. It's well won back by Francisco Conceição. Here goes Fernandes out to Rafa Leao on the far side, and here come Portugal knocking on the Danish door, taking on Christensen again. But he's done really well there, Christensen. He hasn't just thwarted Rafa Leao, but he's won a goal kick for his team. What 5 minutes he's had. The fullback of Frankfurt, the side Frankfurt who they may have lost Omar Marmoush to Manchester City in January, but they are flying in the Bundesliga. They're third at the moment, and they're also looking forward to a quarter-final clash with Tottenham, with the first leg, of course, on the 10th of April in a couple of weeks' time, as Rafa Leao has it now again for Portugal, has it deep. Here goes Diaz. Forward to Vitinha once more. Switch of play across to Rafa Leao, who's held up by Eriksen. Leao trying to take him on. It's got to Vitinha, 25 yards from goal. Diaz, Vitinha, Ronaldo, one too many. And Denmark clear. And Gonzalo Inacio it's exchanging passes with Ruben Diaz in their own half. As Nuno Mendes plays it forward now on the far side to Bernardo Silva. Here's Leao, back to Nuno Mendes. Vitinha. Bruno Fernandes plays it through. Is he onside, Silva? They play on, of course they do. It's tried to be clipped into the box. He's pulled it back to Leao. It's a big opportunity. It was a left-footer Leao, and it was like a rugby conversion shot. High and over the mark. But the referee has signalled offside for, I guess it was Bernardo Silva in the build-up. Yeah, he went too early. So it was all in vain. He missed anyway, but Denmark in no hurry to take this free kick. As Schmeichel clips one out to Christensen on the far side. Well charged down by Bruno Fernandes, and Diogo Jota is preparing to come on. Throwing short to Anderson, but he's won a throw in, and now that sub can be made, and it will be Rafa Leao, who makes way. He hasn't been very good tonight, Leao, in all honesty. And so Diogo Jota has come on for Portugal. He's not scored in his last 10 games for Liverpool, Diogo Jota. He's not in good form at the moment, but we all know what he can do once he gets himself going. As the Denmark ball goes long and Eriksson picks up the scraps, and there could be another opportunity here for the Danes. Here's Eriksson, left-footed, switches the play out to Dorgu on this near side, squared up by Francisco Conceição. His turn to defend against Dorgu, and he does it really well. He hasn't won that duel a lot tonight, but then he gives the ball away from a sloppy pass. That was a shame by Conceição. He's not done anything going forward really for Portugal tonight, but he struggled against Dorgu in that sense, but he dealt with United's new fullback well there, as Dorgu is really ready to take this throw. Dalot either gets under it, but Bernardo Silva's got it in the middle of the pitch. It's Jota's first touch. And Hillman was on him quick, and it's cannoned off him for a throw into Portugal. As Brian Riemer paces up and down the touchline anxiously, as he knows he's coming into a crucial final 27 minutes or so here in Lisbon. His side are very nearly there. They just need to be defensively sound, which is easier said than done when you've got the likes of Ronaldo, Jota, Fernandes bearing down at you. Here goes Mendes on the far side, Diogo Jota. Back to Vitinha. Here's Bernardo Silva. Here's Gonçalo Inácio. Tries to cross it, doesn't get that right. Jota flicks it on and flicks it on well. And Dorgu comes over to prod it out of play. It'll be a throw into Portugal on this near side, but there'll be a couple, there'll just be another sub as Jesper Lindström is coming off for Denmark, and it's Olsen, Skov Olsen, who is coming on now for Denmark, as Lindström didn't really offer too much in all honesty. As the throw-in's taken by Dalot, it's long towards Fernandes. He does well to keep it alive, and Ronaldo's in the box waiting to pounce, but he couldn't pounce. And Inácio plays it to Vitinha, who threads one through for Fernandes, but he's lost it. And Denmark can come forward again. Here goes Isaksson, the Lazio winger, trying to prod one through for the run for Olsen, but it's well cut out. And here come Portugal again with Conceição, and that from Norgard is the definition of a yellow card. And yellow card he goes, and the referee not happy with Chris Norgard there. Wasn't a great challenge at all by Brentford's skipper. He knew what he was doing, as he knew that Francesco Constance is absolutely nowhere near the ball. Norgard there, he's not played the ball at all. He's just tripped the man. Pretty cynical, it has to be said. As Ruben Diaz has got the ball on this near side, goes back to Vitinha. There's Nuno Mendes on the far side, coming infield, back out though to Bernardo Silva. Here's Inácio, Jota, Inácio once more, Vitinha. Put under pressure by Eriksson, but he's able to go back to Dalot once more. Here's Vitinha, Ruben Diaz. Dalot gets it, and that's poor touch from Diogo Dalot, and Dorgu's able to put it out of play. Here's Ruben Diaz, takes the throw in, short to Bernardo Silva, and Portugal can come again here. It's Nuno Mendes. He's held up though by Christensen. Here's Vitinha. Neat and tidy touch. Clips one over the top, searching for Dalot. What a ball, what a touch. What can Dalot do with it? Not a lot. Headed out well by Anderson. Is that a foul from Diaz? It is. Silly from Ruben Diaz. Gives a cheap free kick away. And it is pressure off for the time being from a Denmark perspective. It's not a lot in that really. He's just won the foul. Rasmus Højlund. There's Dorgu has it now on this near side. Put under pressure by Sao. Into throw. So a throw into Denmark on halfway. And Martinez getting a little bit edgy on the sidelines, as you can understand. There's the throw into Højlund, paddings off his chest and goes out for a throw to Portugal once more. Here's Dalot, throws it to Vitinha, Diaz. Back to Vitinha. Tidy player, Vitinha. Integral part of the PSG team that are in scintillating form at the moment. As Cristiano Ronaldo comes forward, goes short to Sao. Here's Bernardo Silva. There's Jota around the corner to Silva. Jota, Ronaldo, Jota. Lovely football from Portugal. Chance for Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo's in. Jota's there. Oh, it's good defending. And Dalot getting the full tangle, but Sao has quick feet of his own, and Christian Norgard did so well, but it is offside. And it'll be a free kick to Denmark, but goodness me, that was tense, tight stuff there, and almost the way through for Portugal. It's gorgeous play. It's Ronaldo is miles offside. He really didn't need to be offside there, Cristiano Ronaldo. And Christian Norgard used all of his experience there to win that free kick. So crossfield ball is not too bad, but it's put out of play. And Nuno Mendes takes a throw in quick. Pass short to Vitinha. Portugal can come again. Bruno Fernandes. Ruben Diaz plays one over the top. Jota's chasing it. Jota's in. Jota, is he fouled? No, says the referee. He did look like he was all over Diogo Jota. Of course, Ronaldo got the penalty in the first half from a very similar sort of incident. And in truth, that looked more like a penalty than the one in the first half. But Portugal come again now, and they can go again. Ronaldo runs into trouble. Poor challenge by Sao. That'll be a free kick to Denmark. 35 yards from goal. It's Norgard again who's won it, and the Danes can set again. But Jota got the wrong side of Christensen, and in all honesty, I don't think it's a penalty in truth, but it's probably more of a penalty than the one that Ronaldo got in the first 5 minutes of this contest. And if you've recently joined us, he in fact missed that penalty, Cristiano Ronaldo. Pretty poor spot kick, it has to be said, which Kasper Schmeichel read and dealt with ease, as Vitinha has now got it for Portugal as they come forward again. Here's Dalot. Sao short to Fernandes once more. Here's Dalot again. Jota outside the boot to Mendes on the far side. Nuno Mendes comes out short to Diaz. Nuno Mendes. Bruno Fernandes, 25 yards from goal. Oh, he hit it well. Good save by Schmeichel. And guess who's there? It's Cristiano Ronaldo. And Portugal are back in front on the night. It's Portugal 2, Denmark 1, with 18 minutes remaining. We are back level again. 2-1. Well, Bruno Fernandes had space from 25 yards, which is not what you want to do. He struck it so well, Fernandes. I think Schmeichel got a touch of it. He did. Maybe he'll be a bit disappointed, Kasper Schmeichel, in truth. He got a hand to it. And he could only push it onto the post. The ball then came off the post, hit Schmeichel, and fell for Ronaldo, who, in truth, finished it really well. He just dinked it over Schmeichel. And has made it Portugal 2, Denmark 1, with 18 minutes left here in Lisbon. So there is plenty of time for a winner, because at the moment we're going all the way to extra time. Catch who it was, I'll bring that information to you as soon as I can, as Rasmus Højlund is actually the one who's been replaced. And it's Mika Bieref, the forward from Monaco, who's replaced him. As the long ball from Denmark is pretty wayward, but put out of play pretty poorly by Nuno Mendes, and it will be a throw into Denmark, which goes all the way back to Schmeichel in the Danish goal. He clears it long down the pitch, and it's out of play again for throw into Portugal, which they do take quickly. And it's crossed into the box. And this came in, dealt with, come back to Dallo, who crosses it in. It's over the head of Jota, and it's a foul in there, and it'll be a free kick to Denmark. And there's a yellow card as well for Diogo Jota for something that he said. He's a very frustrated figure out there at the moment, Diogo Jota. As I said a few moments ago, hasn't scored in 10 matches for Liverpool since the start of the year. Of course, scored against Nottingham Forest in the Premier League straight away after coming on as a substitute, and also in that FA Cup tie at Anfield against Accrington Stanley. And since then hasn't scored, so not great from him, as Bieref brings it forward. Hjulman out to Dorgu on this near side, back to Hjulman once more. He finds Olsen on this far side, whipped in, headed out. Vitinha is able to hook it clear for Portugal. It will be a Denmark throw-in as we enter the final 15 minutes here in Lisbon. As the ball is given away, and Dorgu's in on goal. Dorgu plays it across, and it's in again. Would you believe it? It's Denmark who have levelled it up, and it's Christian Eriksen who has got the goal. Would you believe it? He missed a penalty on Thursday night, Christian Eriksen, which would have given the Danes a 2-goal cushion coming into the game tonight. So he would have felt pretty frustrated not to have done that, but he is now the man who has levelled it up in Lisbon, and in the process put Denmark ahead on aggregate. 2-2 on the night, 3-2 Denmark. And it was Ruben Diaz who was very sloppy and slow, and Mika Bieref did so well to get a toe onto it. And United's new fullback Patrick Dorgu was in a dangerous position, then played a gorgeous, intelligent ball across goal, and Eriksson was there on hand to tap it in and make it in the process 2-2. The two Manchester United players linking up, doing a very good job indeed as Fernandez tries to play it out to Dalot, but Dorgu gets into it. Eriksson trying to play a first-time ball through to Biref. It's cut out by Fernandez, and all of a sudden Portugal have got it all to do again with 13 minutes to go. As Ruben Diaz plays it out onto this near side to Conceição. Bad ball, headed out immediately beyond Norgard, but he's got it back for Conceição. Trying to play it inside is Inacio, but Vitinho is there to pick up the deflection. Well, there's been a couple of goals in Dortmund. Germany have conceded a couple, so they were 3-0 up at half time, but it's 3-2 now. The Italians have got a couple back, but Fernandez has put it through to Ronaldo. Big chance, big save. It was straight at Schmeichel. He will be disappointed with that. Cristiano Ronaldo. It came out of nothing. Gorgeous pass from Fernandez. A good touch from Ronaldo, but his shot was straight down the throat of Schmeichel, and the Celtic keeper was able to just beat the ball away as Fernandez comes forward, tries a 1-2 with Dalot, but it's gone out of play again for a throw-in to Denmark. But it's quite a game, this, it has to be said. Cristiano Ronaldo will be disappointed that he didn't score there, in truth. And the long ball over the top has been penalised for a push there, Biref. But as I was saying, Italy's two goals both come from Moise Kean. The French are 2-0 up. It's Croatia now, so they're back on level terms. And Spain, Netherlands, as it was on Thursday, is 2-2 now, so that's all level. But this is also 2-2 as Ronaldo shoots from 35 yards and again hits it straight down the throat of Kasper Schmeichel. It was a great effort, but it was a good save. By Kasper Schmeichel as they're coming forward again, Portugal, but it's well dispossessed by Diogo Jota now, trying to bring it forward. And he's won a corner, Diogo Jota, as Portugal look to make a couple of changes. Just before this corner is taken, Dalot is coming off. He's one of the changes. And Trincao has come on, the Sporting Lisbon fullback. And Francesco Conceição has also come off. And Nelson Semedo has come on, the fullback for Wolves, as Bruno Fernandes prepares to take this free kick now for Portugal as they desperately seek a equaliser, odd aggregate if you like, as Mendes whips it in, headed out, crossed in though by Trincao, first involvement for him, and it's headed out once again for see whether it's a throw-in on that far corner, whether it's a corner once more. There's the referee here just having a word with a couple of the Danish defenders. As Nuno Mendes whips this in, left-footed, it's into a good area. It's well dealt with though. Hit by Fernandez first time on the volley. It was a good strike, but it was well blocked. And as the ball goes out of play, and Ruben Diaz takes the throw in short to Vitinha, who whips the ball into the box. Oh, he hit Jota, and he headed it the wrong way. What's he doing, Diogo Jota? Really isn't having a good time at the moment. He made a right mess of that header. He headed it towards, well, he got under it and he headed it backwards somehow. Not quite sure how he managed to do that, but he did manage to do it. As Norgard is replaced by Froholt. And another change as well with that, as Denmark look to freshen it up and see this game out. It's Christian Eriksen, who could well be the match winner, not on the night, but in the tie, as Frendrup comes on to replace him, as Portugal finally get that game back underway here. There's Ruben Diaz now. Has it at the back. Plays it to Inacio. Out to Nuno Mendes on the far side. What can Portugal come up with here? They've got 6.5 minutes of normal time to find a equalising goal on aggregates. 2-2 on the night. They keep coming forward, trying to find a way through. But they've got possession. Hjulman tries to put one forwards. It's really well played there by, I think it was Froholt, the substitute. He's actually put it out though for a throw-in. And Portugal try to get on with it hastily, but they've given it away. And Trincao has actually given away a free kick there for a pullback on Hjulman. And Denmark will have a free kick midway through their own half. There's been a good second half, in truth. A good game. And Denmark have really played their part. They have been really good in this game tonight. As Schmeichel clears it and clears it poorly. And here goes Bernardo Silva. You do imagine this will be a sea of red attacks as we enter the final 5 minutes here in Lisbon. As Vitinha heads it back to Ruben Diaz. Here goes Bernardo Silva, squared up by Dorgu, who has defended well tonight. Semedo, Diaz, out to Bruno Fernandes. Trying to thread one through for Diogo Jota, forced wide, puts a decent ball back towards Ronaldo. Couldn't find him. Trincao picks up the pieces. And Portugal can huff, they can puff, and they can come again. Here's Vitinha, threads one through to Bruno Fernandes, out to Nelson Semedo on this near side. Bruno Fernandes trying to cross it first time, doesn't quite get it right. Schmeichel comes and punches, but only as far as Nuno Mendes. It's come back for Trincao! How about that? We're all level again on aggregate. Kasper Schmeichel, really poor punch. And the substitute, Trincao, has put Portugal 3-2 up on the night. It's 3-3 on aggregate. And as it stands, we're going all the way to extra time. That was a lovely finish. Brilliant nod down by Nuno Mendes. Not the greatest punch in the world by Kasper Schmeichel, but it came to Trincao, who plays his football here in Lisbon and he's been in good form this season. He's showing that there. He's got 8 goals and 11 assists for Sporting Lisbon this season. He's been excellent. He's arguably in much better form than Francisco Conceição, but He certainly hammered in that chance with absolute conviction. And Portugal back in the driving seat, or back on level terms, as Denmark come through again. Dorgu's chance! Oh, what an opportunity. Wow. Would you believe it? What a good chance that is for Patrick Dorgu. He got ahead of the defender. And it was a free header. And he put it wide. And that would have been a remarkable moment if he would have headed Denmark level on the night and back in front on aggregate. Jossa tries to come forwards again, but he's blocked off, and he has won a free kick for Portugal. Here goes Bruno Fernandes. It's a good tackle there by Hjulman, and it will be a free kick to Denmark. And he's not happy with Bruno Fernandes there, as the two of them exchange words. As Denmark get a free kick. And he's not happy about something there, Hjulman, but the referee just having a word with the pair of them, just telling them both to calm down. As the ball goes long down the pitch, headed forward by Semedo. Here's Dorgu up against Semedo, goes inside to Hjulman, and it has been charged down though by Trincao. It'll be a throw into Denmark, which Victor Christensen will take. Of course, the Leicester City man. Throws it down the line. Semedo nods it forward. Headed back forward again by Christensen. Diaz nods it forward once more. A game of head tennis breaks out, and it's hit over the top by Silva. Ronaldo was chasing, but the ball was just a little bit too hard and overhit. And Denmark get the ball back once more with Hjulman out to Rasmus Christensen, the goal scorer, but he's given it away. Nuno Mendes has it back, and there's Vitinha. Crossfield ball to Semedo on this near side. Can Portugal come up with a winning goal on aggregate here? They're 3-2 up on the night, but that's not enough as it stands, as Gonçalo Ramos is getting ready to come in for Portugal. Here's Trincao. Back to Ruben Diaz. Goes all the way back to Diogo Costa, who in truth hasn't had a lot to do. He hasn't been able to deal with the two goals that have gone in, but the fourth official only adds on 4 minutes here, which is a bit short, I think, of what it maybe could be, given there's been 4 goals in this half, a few subs, and a couple of, albeit routine VAR checks. Extra time is not something that neither of these teams want, in truth, as Nuno Mendes dances past Christensen. He's dealt with it well though, Christensen. Oh, and it's a mistake from Inacio, and Biref is in here for Denmark. It's Biref. He's allowed them to get back on him, and it's good defending though in the end by Inacio to get back. But Mika Biref, goodness me, looked like he was in behind there and was going to cause Portugal all sorts of problems, but he just didn't have the pace to get himself away. And in the end, it was very well dealt with by the defender. And Cristiano Ronaldo's coming off. And on comes Gonçalo Ramos, now the PSG striker. And Ronaldo, I think, was saying to Roberto Martinez, his hamstring was just being a little bit twingy as the corner comes in from Denmark, headed out by Ruben Diaz. Here goes Hjulman, picks it up midway through the Portugal half. Are they going to try and get the ball back into the box? They're trying to play it nice and neat and tidy, but it's not going to work. as the ball is thrashed away by Bernardo Silva, as both teams only have 2 minutes here to prevent extra time. As Dorgu is running onto this, good tackle by Ruben Diaz, and Denmark going to throw in on this near side. So throw goes down the line, but it's cleared out again, and Victor Christensen throws the ball forward. Vitinha retrieves it. It's come back to Victor Christensen though. Can Denmark do something here? They've won a corner. They've won another corner, would you believe it? And do you believe this? If they could get a goal here, that would be absolutely sensational from a Denmark perspective. As Ronaldo anxiously looks on from the bench, as Olsen prepares to whip in this corner, whipped in, headed out. It's come though to Blind. Oh, and it's deflected. It's just gone wide. It could have gone absolutely anywhere, and as it was, it went out for a goal kick. But they've taken it quickly, Portugal, and can they spring an attack? Nuno Mendes, they've got numbers forward. Denmark not got everyone back. It's Mendes into the box. It's Diogo Jota. Oh, he's missed it. He's just spooned it over the bar. Terrible effort by Jota, and it looks like we're going to go all the way to extra time. Not what anyone wanted, but it's what we're going to get. As Kasper Schmeichel, I'm sure, will be in no rush to take this goal kick. But the ball deflected off. Wow, who was that? Can't quite see who that was, but I think it was Rasmus Christensen again, you know. As the goal kick goes long by Schmeichel, it's flicked on and hooked away by Nuno Mendes. And Bernardo Silva's got it deep in the Portugal half. And can he get the ball forward? No, he's dispossessed. Ruben Diaz has played it back to Diogo Costa, and the referee has put the whistle to his lips, and it is extra time. So what a good half of football this has been between these two sides. Extremely entertaining. Rasmus Christensen equalising to bring Denmark back on level terms. Ronaldo putting Portugal in front on the night, level on aggregate. Christian Eriksen thought that his goal to level it was going to take Denmark through, but a weak punch by Schmeichel and a fantastic finish by Trincao means that we are going all the way to extra time. So see you in a few minutes for the start of the first period of extra time.
Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page.
Welcome back, everybody. Here we go then. They cannot be separated after 2 games of football, home and away, Portugal and Denmark. So we are going to go all the way now to extra time and maybe further if they can't be separated. So we'll have 2 15-minute halves here as Slavko Vincic checks his watch and gets ready to restart this game here. And he's just checking his watch. And we are back on the way as Bruno Fernandes gets us going once more. And Vitinha now has it deep. Here goes Ruben Diaz. As the ball comes in from Mendes, touchdown by Fernandes. It's come from Ramos, big save. It's Trincao. Oh, how about that? What a finish by Trincao. And the man from Sporting Lisbon has put Portugal back in the driving seat. 45 seconds into extra time. And it's Portugal 4. Denmark 2 on the night. Just like that, Roberto Martinez's side are back in front, and it's that man again, Trincao, who has put Portugal back in the driving seat here. It was a good effort by Ramos. It was beaten away by Schmeichel. Not a great bit of keeping in truth, but there's so much to do from Trincao. He's got so much to do from that position. It's a stunning finish with his left foot into the far corner. And Schmeichel couldn't get down to the rebound. And just like that, it's Portugal 4, Denmark 2. As Brian Riemer looks on in anguish as his side, who have been in the driving seat a couple of times in this game tonight, and a few times in the tie overall, in truth, when you think of last week, leading by a goal to nil, missing the penalty, of course, in Copenhagen last week, and all of a sudden, in the blink of an eye, they're staring down the barrel of losing this one, and they've got it all to do in the next 27.5 minutes as Christensen throws it down to Biref, the young promising centre forward at Monaco, and lucky not to start, in all honesty. He scored 11 goals in 9 appearances for the Ligue 1 side so far this season after making the move from Sturm Graz. And Rasmus Højlund, not sure how many goals he scored for Manchester United this season, but you could probably count them on one hand. So he's fortunate to have started, albeit getting the goal last week in Copenhagen, as Fernandes hits one high up into the air. Here goes Nuno Mendes, dispossessed though by Trincao, and here come Denmark again, and the pass was on to Dorgu, but it was overhit to him by Froholt. And Portugal will get a throw-in on this near side, which Nelson Semedo, of course, has come over to take. Looking at the options ahead of him, goes short to Fernandes, who hooks one away. Vestergaard trying to keep it alive for Denmark, but he's headed it straight out of play. As the Danish coaches look on, trying to solve this issue. But in all honesty, the way this game has gone, it would not surprise you if there is another twist in this tale, as Diogo Jota gets the wrong side of Olsen, and surely that's a free kick. It's the sort of challenge you see in the Six Nations on the Nations League. And Portugal will get a free kick just inside the Portugal half. As the free kick taken by Coutinho. Back to Gonzalo Inacio. And they've lost the ball though, and here comes Biref again. Coming forward, Denmark, Dorgu in behind. We all know what happened when he got in behind just before Eriksen's goal. Here goes Victor Christensen. Dorgu trying to find Christensen, but Ruben Diaz, what a super bit of defending that is. He clips it away, but only clips it as far as Joaquin Anderson is Vestergaard. Whipped in by Christensen. Nuno Mendes puts it behind though. It's going to be a corner for Denmark, as Ronaldo now wrapped up in his coat on the Portuguese dugout. And Olsen has got the ball on the far side, ready to whip this ball into the Portugal penalty area. It's whipped in with pace, with power, but it's cleared by Ruben Diaz. Denmark will need to roll up their sleeves and come again after that thwarted attempt of a set piece, as Rasmus Christensen, who of course got the equalising goal, the first one of the night for Denmark. And we'll take another throw in here, as he dries the ball on his t-shirt and gets ready to launch one long in the Portugal box. And throws it long, it's poor. Ramos is there to head it clear. Hooked back into the danger area by Olsen. Good tackle though by Bruno Fernandes. That's superb from the Manchester United captain, as he hooks it away long. It's picked up by Anderson deep in his half. It's come to Victor Christensen, and that's a poor clearance. And it will be a throw-in again to Portugal midway through the Portugal half. And another sub here for Denmark, as Dorgu comes off. He's a bit unlucky actually to come off, and Harder has come on. He's played well tonight, Patrick Dorgu. I have to say, Manchester United look like they've got a decent player on their hands, and if he is indeed a good character as well, and a good egg if you like, that's what you feel what Manchester United need a little bit more of, given the toxicity at the club in the last couple of seasons, as Slavko Vincic gives a free kick here for a handball by Morten Hjulman. And Portugal will have a free kick as Ruben Neves is getting himself ready to come on. Who I believe is still plying his trade in the Saudi Pro League. This is a gorgeous free kick by Vitinha looking for Nuno Mendes, who's trying to get in behind and trying to win a corner, and I think he's won a corner there. Yeah, it is a corner kick to Denmark. There's Ruben Neves, the Al Hilal midfielder. He's going to come on to replace Vitinha. And he's had a good game, Vitinha. He's a good player, Vitinha. Had the pleasure of seeing him at Anfield a couple of weeks ago. And of course the first leg against Liverpool as well at the Parc des Princes. He's a very good player. He may be small and not physically gifted like some, but he's certainly got the technical quality to win his team a game, and he's shown that time and time again for Paris this season, and he's been outstanding tonight for Portugal as Fernandes whips it in right-footed. Terrible corner though, and it's headed out, and Conrad Harder's putting him under pressure there, Nuno Mendes, but good ball from Fernandes trying to find Jota. It's well defended by Harder again, who also plays for Sporting Lisbon. He's had a decent season, Conrad Harder, 5 goals, 4 assists in the Primeira Liga this season, as the ball comes out to Ramos, who clips one back in. Jota's in there into the box. Diogo Jota decides not to shoot, lays it back to Neves, who's, well, not quite sure what he's doing there, Ruben Neves. And Jota trying to win a corner, but he's given away a free kick. Be careful, Diogo Jota. Already on the yellow card, so yeah, have to be careful. And here come Denmark again. With Harder back to Vestergaard. As they come forward again, though, Denmark, Christensen out to Olsen, trying to play it back to Christensen, but it's a poor pass. And it will be a goal kick to Portugal. Diogo Costa's in no hurry at all about taking this, and why would he be, in all honesty? The game is in a very decent position for Portugal at this stage. They don't need to score again, and as it stands they will be going through the Nations League semi-finals, in which they will play Germany as they got past Italy this evening. There's a bit of a game there though, by the way, in Dortmund tonight. Germany 3-0 up at half-time, cruising, and they managed on the night to throw it away, and it actually drew 3-3, so the Italians showing a lot of character there as Fernandes tries to flick it over the top, and Jota lurking but not getting anywhere near it. There's Rasmus Christensen, clears it long down the pitch. It's gone out of play. It'll be a Portugal throw-in. No rush to take this, Portugal. As Bruno Fernandes flicks one round the corner to Jota, gives it away again. Here goes Harder, searching ball for Beiref, well defended by Gonçalo Inácio. There's Bernardo Silva, who's still on the pitch and still doing a good job. Here's Bruno Fernandes, poor touch from him, giving it away. There's BLF, but Fernandez recovers it, tries to win a free kick by faking an injury and doesn't do it. So it'll be a throw into Denmark. But we're not the only game tonight that's gone to extra time. The Germany game was the only one actually of the semi-final, of the quarter-finals that didn't go to extra time. They've gone to extra time at the Parc des Princes. That's still 2-0 to France as they are level on aggregate at 2-2. And Spain-Holland finished 2-2 as it did on Thursday, so that's gone extra time, and Spain have actually gone in front there. Lamine Yamal, what a talent he is, has put the Spanish 3-2 up against the Dutch. And of course Portugal have had early goal by Trincao in extra time has put them in charge here. There's a good teasing ball down the line. He's put out for a Danish throw and trying to create something with it now, the Danes, as Victor Christensen plays it across to Joachim Andersen. He's 40 yards from goal. Is he going to shoot? No, he brings it on further. He does really well. He's done well there, Andersen. Here's Olsen, back to Andersen. Olsen once more. Whipped into the penalty area. Is it going to be flicked onto someone? Ruben Neves is able to get it and try and find Jota, but he's unable to find him. But Portugal do win the ball back. Neves again, and he plays a really good ball. And here goes Diogo Jota. He's cleared for a goal. It's Jota round the goalkeeper. Diogo Jota puts it in, but the flag goes up. And that's unfortunate for Jota. He's not scored in 10 matches for Liverpool. And he thought there he'd broken his goal drought, but the flag was up for offside. But Kasper Schmeichel's down, he's in a bit of pain. Yeah, Jota, he's offside there. He didn't need to be offside. It's a bit silly from the Liverpool forward. Finished it well, it has to be said, but that's the way it seems to be going at the moment for Diogo Jota. It's not working for him in front of goal. There's Schmeichel there holding his left shoulder. Hopefully that's not too serious. Otherwise we may be here till midnight. As the Portugal coaching staff just giving out a bit of instruction to some of their players as the physio of Denmark is able to give Schmeichel the treatment that he requires. Fourth official's added on 2 minutes at the end of this first half in extra time. Just the 2 minutes needed. Schmeichel looks like he's in quite a bit of discomfort. I'm sure the injury is genuine, given he's got no reason to delay the game, given the predicament that they find themselves in at the moment. Slavko Vincic gets the game back underway again, and Diaz heads the free kick long away. Here goes Yannick Vestergaard trying to keep it alive for Denmark. And here goes Olsen in a bit of space, trying to hook it in towards Bielev. Froholt back to Hulman. It's come for Victor Christensen. Oh my word, it's a good ball across. It was a good bit of defending by Ruben Diaz to prevent any opportunity to Denmark there, as Olsen has come over to take this corner for Denmark. Drifted into the box. It's a free header and it's straight at Diogo Costa. It was Joachim Andersen who was alone in the box. No one around him, but the header was poor, it was weak, it was tame, and it was one that Diogo Costa was easily able to grasp. As Portugal come forward here, Bruno Fernandes gives it away though. And here come Denmark, who look like they're springing a couple of late attacks as Ramos has got it on halfway. Bit of a lunge though by Joaquin Anderson, and that will be a free kick to Portugal on the halfway line. And Portugal, of course, will be in no rush to take this. And the effort in the end by Trincao was ambitious and it was wayward. And it will be half time, I think, of extra time. And the referee has blown for half time in extra time. And we'll have to see what happens in the second half of extra time. We'll be back in a few minutes as Portugal currently in the driving seat. See you in a couple of minutes' time.
Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page.
Welcome back, everybody, from that very short interval in extra time as Denmark get the game back underway. As Hjulmand looks to play it long down the pitch, Mendes deals with it and deals with it well. It's come out to Joaquin Anderson though on this near side. He's able to play it back to Kasper Schmeichel. And Denmark, can they find a goal here? They need a goal to level this tie on aggregate and force a penalty shootout, or maybe even go one better and get a couple without reply. As Anderson has the ball now, plays it out into his near side to Olsen, goes back to Rasmus Christensen. Long ball over the top looking for Mika Bierdev. Nuno Mendes though is there, able to retrieve it. He's giving it away straight away. And here goes Bierdev, a long way out. Conrad Harder, oh my word. And the shot is deflected. It's gone behind for a corner kick to Denmark. Well, that's a positive start to this extra time. And Diogo Costa probably didn't need to touch that, but he wanted to make sure. And the corner now is whipped in by Olsen, left-footed. Headed out though by Nuno Mendes at the front post. Gets another bite at the cherry. It's a better ball in. It's well dealt with by Diaz. Is it Inacio? Sorry. It's gone behind for another corner to Denmark. And he's just claiming cramp at the moment. Inacio, so just taking a bit of time out of the game. But they've got to defend this corner. They will add it on at the end. He's in that much discomfort, maybe, just maybe he'll have to come off. He's a good player though, left-footed centre back for Sporting Lisbon. Gonçalo Inacio as Skarv Olsen gets set to whip in this corner again. Left-footed, whips in. Free header at the back post. Oh well, it was Anderson. Didn't make the most of it though. And Trincão's bringing it away. And Portugal flowing forward in numbers. And Portugal, if they play their numbers cards right, they could finish this game. Oh, but they don't. Bruno Fernandes makes a right mess of it. He should have passed it across. He didn't. And Denmark get the ball back. And it's a good bit of recovery play, though, by Ruben Neves, who wins the throw-in. And confusing phase of play there. I thought Portugal had been given a throw. The referee given a throw into Portugal. Denmark then took the throw, and then Denmark had won a free kick. I'm not sure the referee saw the fact that Denmark actually took that throw in. So it's a long night for all of us, including the referee. As Hjulman has put the ball down now for Denmark in a dangerous position. They can get one back from this set piece as he's whipping it in. Hjulman, decent ball in. It's flicked on by Inacio. Diogo Costa came out and punched it. Bernardo Silva's got it on this near side and cleverly wins a free kick. And Conrad Harder, maybe the youthfulness of him was a little bit naive there. And gave away a free kick. As we've got 11 minutes left now in extra time. Portugal still leading, still going through to the UEFA Nations League semi-finals, where they will play Germany, as they got through tonight after drawing 3-3 at home to Italy, despite throwing away a 3-0 lead at half-time. In the other games that have gone extra time, the Dutch are level in Valencia. Would you believe that? It's 3-3 as Xavi Simon's penalty has levelled it up, so it's 5-5 in aggregate between them two. So another belter of a game going on in the south of Spain. And the French still 2 goals to the good against the Croatians. So as it stands, that one is going penalties as well. There's a throw in though on this near side to Portugal. And Nuno Mendes has come over to take it. Which they throwed in, and it's headed out again, and Portugal get another throw in, so they are slowly weaving their way forward here. Portugal without any real intent. Front to Jota, trying to lay it off to Gonçalo Ramos. But it's well won back from Hjulman. He's had a good game, Hjulman. Played very well in the middle of the pitch as Denmark come forward again in numbers, but are unable to do anything with it. But Hjulman's another Sporting Lisbon player. There's a mistake though there by one of the Denmark defenders, and giving away to Jota, but he could make the most of it, and Hjulman's now on a free kick, so they take quickly. Olsen, Hjulman, clever ball to Conrad Harder, and that's a foul on Harder by Inacio. It's a bit silly really to do that, although in truth, looking at the replay, there's no foul in there at all. Mika Bierdev may be a young player, but he certainly was streetwise there, and we don't like to see that sort of thing. He certainly bought that free kick as Morten Hjulman is standing over this set piece as the Danes continue to show plenty of fight and plenty of character. And Hjulmann's ball is not the best, and Nuno Mendes is able to deal with it. Here's Olsen. Throws it short to Biedef. Well won back from Bernardo Silva. Here's Trincao. Brilliant ball by Trincao. And Jota's off. And it's 2-on-1. Diego Jota's got Bruno Fernandes in support. Will he use him? He does use him. Oh, what a save by Kasper Schmeichel. That is absolutely outstanding from the Celtic goalkeeper. It was a brilliant counter-attack by Portugal. Trincao, the gorgeous pass to Diogo Jota. And he did the right thing, Jota. Got himself into the penalty area. Played it across to Fernandes, and Bruno Fernandes maybe, just maybe you could say, put it too close to Kasper Schmeichel, but it's still a good save by the Celtic keeper. He did very well to keep that out the net. And it has gone behind for a Portugal corner, which I'm sure there'll be in absolutely no rush to take. As Bruno Fernandes is over it, right-footed, not going to take it short. They are going to put it into the box, which is good. As Fernandes whips it in, it's headed out by Anderson. It's come back to Fernandes again. He flips the ball across. It's come all the way across to Ruben Neves. He puts it across, but it's headed out though by Vestergaard. Well, a touchdown is by Biedef, and he's just played around the corner gorgeously, but Inacio anticipated it really well. He was holding his leg for cramp a few minutes ago, and then he did that. So, not sure of the authenticity behind the cramp, but Mendes has now intercepted it and coming forward now for Portugal. But what a tackle that was by Rasmus Christensen. It's been very impressive tonight, the Frankfurt fullback. Here's Joaquin Anderson with a long crossfield ball, which is flicked on but flicked to no one, and Ruben Neves is able to deal with it from deep and play a long ball over the section for Trincao, but Joaquin Anderson has got it again, but he's kicked it straight against Trincao. He's given it away, and Portugal have a chance here to create a high quality goal scoring opportunity, but Trincao is thwarted by Anderson, and the Danes get the ball back here with just under 6 minutes remaining. Biedef unable to hold it. It's cannoned off Mendes, but Ruben Diaz, an ever calming figure, just stroking the ball back to Diogo Costa, and it's pressure off as far as Portugal are concerned. But what a pass to Jota, what a take from Jota, and what a ball out to Trincao, and he's gone back to Jota. Can Portugal finish? It's Ramos, and surely they have finished it. What a wonderful goal that is from Portugal. It's 5-2 now on the night. It's Gonçalo Ramos who's got the goal, but that in truth was all about Diogo Jota. That was absolutely outstanding. The touch on halfway, the pass out to Trincao, and then the ball across, of course, from Jota to Ramos was inch perfect, and Portugal now surely are through to the semi-finals of the Nations League. As Gonçalo Ramos hasn't had many games this season for PSG, and in all honesty it's very difficult to get into that front three. And you've got the likes of Ousmane Dembele, who's doing what he's doing at the moment, which is quite frankly frightening stuff. He scored tonight actually, Ousmane Dembele. We've got the Bradley Barcola and Kvaratskhelia Kvaratskhelia as well. They are on fire, those three, so hasn't had a plethora of opportunities, Gonçalo Ramos, but whenever he's called upon, he's always there and often gets a goal. 5 in 14 for Paris this season. As Denmark try to come forward straight away, Semedo intercepts it and wins a free kick. And just like that, it will be a free kick to Portugal. As the game in Valencia between Spain and the Netherlands has gone to penalties. And it's still 2-0 in the Parc des Princes between France and Croatia. So that, at the moment, is also looking like it's going to penalties as well, unless either side can find a late goal. But I think it's safe to say this one is unlikely to go to penalties, as we have just 3 minutes remaining now in Lisbon, as Hjulmand gives it short to Vestergaard. Now goes short to Conrad Harder, taking on the defence, but Diogo Jota has got the ball back, and here come Portugal again, and Jota's played a nice ball through. It's taking a deflection its way through, otherwise Ramos would have been clean through once more, and Gonçalo Ramos goes into the box. It's good defending though, really good defending by Victor Christensen, and Denmark are coming away here, and the through ball was intercepted though by Ruben Neves, and Ramos is unable to keep that one alive, but they're still coming forward though, Denmark, but again well won this time by Ruben Neves, and Bernardo Silva is able to bring in Gonçalo Inácio. Nuno Mendes back to Bernardo Silva. Here goes Nelson Semedo on the far side of the pitch. As Bernardo Silva goes short to Neves again, and Portugal just keeping the ball here, just keeping it away from Denmark, and makes sense. Why would you not do that in the circumstances? Just get yourselves over the line and through to the semi-finals. Don't want to push yourself too much, don't want to get any injuries or anything of that nature. As Diogo Jota exchanging passes with Inácio. Jota actually now standing at left back, so it kind of tells you the motivations now of this Portugal side as we go into the final 75 seconds of this game in Lisbon. As it's constantly given away though, and Denmark maybe can get the ball forward once more. It's a decent ball across. It's come through to Olsen, who's in the box. Dangerous position. Good chances for Denmark. He's put the ball across into a dangerous area, but it was Bieref. He slipped as he hit it. I don't know why Olsen didn't go on his own. He had a great opportunity to get a shot off there, but he crosses in this time, and it's headed out by Inácio. Jota now trying to win the ball back. Not doing it, but Denmark still have it with Vestergaard just inside the Portugal half, but under pressure by Harder. Gonçalo Ramos winning it back, trying to play it back to Trincao, but Anderson is able to retrieve it. And Denmark now, with a matter of seconds remaining, come forward, and goes Conrad Harder on the far side. Can he get it into the penalty area? But he's crossed it far too close to Diogo Costa, and it is surely now Portugal will be heading through, and the board has gone up, and it's just a solitary minute to play now as we look to finish off this game, as Ronaldo looks on with a beaming smile from the touchline as the ball goes long down the pitch towards Jota. It's fallen kindly though for ball. Diogo Jota again. Jota coming through. Has he got it? He's got a free kick, I think, right on the edge of the box, and it's a yellow card for Yannick Vestergaard, and it will be a free kick to Portugal right on the edge of the Denmark box. So an opportunity now for Portugal to maybe get a sixth on the night, as Vestergaard did rather smash into Diogo Jota, and he's on his ribs, which may be a concern for Liverpool, given he had a rib injury earlier in the season, one he sustained at Anfield against Chelsea in the league in October. And Bruno Fernandes actually scored a free kick for Manchester United against Arsenal in the Premier League a few weeks ago. So he will fancy his chances here, Bruno Fernandes. It's one of them free kicks. If you get it over the wall and on target, you probably score, because the goalkeepers are simply not going to have enough time to react to it. As the referee is taking his time here over this wall. I'm sure the full-time whistle will go right after the outcome of this set piece. As Bruno Fernandes stands over it, right-footed, can he put the cherry on top of the icing, on top of the Portuguese cake? It's Bruno Fernandes, always gone short to Ruben Neves to strike it, and it's a good block. But as soon as that happens, Slavko Vincic blows the full-time whistle. What a game that we've had this evening. An absolute treat of international football. A great advert for the international game. It all started early on with a missed penalty by Ronaldo. An own goal from Anderson gave Portugal the lead at half.
Kenneth Taylor of Ajax. An opportunity from the spot here. Taylor versus Simon. Taylor puts it in the bottom corner, and Netherlands are 4-3 up now. And we're now at sudden death. If Spain miss the next penalty, it will be Netherlands who will be joining Germany and Portugal in the semi-finals. France and Croatia are having a penalty shootout of their own. And now the opportunity will fall to the Villarreal midfielder, Alex Baena. He has to score or Spain are out. It's Baena versus Verbruggen. He steps up and he puts it into the bottom corner again. Credit to the goalkeeper. He's gone the right way, but Alex Baena has just hit it into the side net, and it's a fantastic penalty by Alex Baena. Just smashed it into the bottom corner. Big celebration from him. Now it is going to be the Aston Villa loanee, Donyell Marlin, who's on loan from Borussia Dortmund. He's going to have the opportunity from the spot now. It's Daniel Marlon versus Unai Simon. Marlon steps up, and oh, the keeper saves it! It's a crucial save by Unai Simon, and that could potentially put Spain through to the semi-finals. It's an incredible save, down to his left side, and wow, that could be pivotal in this contest. What a save by Unai Simon, who saved it with his forearm, and Daniel Marlon will now have his heart pounding as he will see whether Bart Verbruggen can come to his aid and save him, because it's going to be the Barcelona youngster Pedri to take the next penalty, and Pedri could win it here for Spain. Pedri steps up and he puts it into the top corner. It's an exceptional penalty by Pedri. He goes over to celebrate with his fellow Spanish.
From Tchouaméni, and it's France 2, Croatia 1, and it's still 100% from the penalty spot for Didier Deschamps. And again, he got a hand to it, the Croatian goalkeeper, just as he did the first one from Mbappe. They're very, very similar penalties, in fact. Both went to the goalkeeper's right-hand side. I'd say Tchouaméni's just had a little bit more pace on it. Second penalty then, third penalty I should say, for the Croatians. Again, it'll be a substitute, Franjo Ivanovic, to take this third one. The French leading by 2-1. 2 out of 2 from the French, 1 out of 2 from the Croatians. Mike Maynard in goal for the French. And places the ball down here, Ivanovic. Deep breath. Steps up, and he places it over the bar. It's a horrible, horrible penalty from Franjo Ivanovic, and it very much now is in France's hands. They lead by 2-1, but they've got the opportunity to go 3-1 up. The Croatians have missed 2 now. One saved by Mike Maynard, one blasted over the bar. That was a horrible penalty. It really was. And the French, if they can tuck this one away, are nearly there. Jules Koundé, Barcelona's Jules Koundé, is going to step up to take this one and give the French an almost unassailable lead here at the Stade de France. The Croatians are tucked away in that far corner behind this goal. But it's been disappointment thus far. Can they... Here comes Jules Koundé, right-footed. He's placed his over the bar. Almost exactly the same penalty as the previous one. 2 of the worst penalties you will ever see. And it remains France 2, Croatia 1. It's still advantage France, but Jules Koundé, goodness me. He's just blazed it miles over the bar, not even close. And suddenly the Croatians have an opportunity here to go level at 2 apiece. And this is far from over, this penalty shootout. It looked to be, after that Ivanovic penalty that was blazed over the bar. But here's an opportunity now for Mario Pasalic. As with all previous Croatian penalties, it's another substitute that's going to take it. And it's Mario Pasalic, who plies his trade for Atalanta in Serie A in Italy. And it almost looked all over for the Croatians, but Jules Koundé with that miss has given Croatia the opportunity to go level here at 2 apiece. Can he take advantage? Steps up, right-footed, and that's a brilliant penalty. It's the best we've seen so far. The keeper's gone the wrong way, and he's banged it into the roof of the net. The ball towards the goalkeeper's left-hand side. It's almost gone down the middle, in fact, really, but into the roof of the net. Maignan dived towards his right-hand side, and it's France 2, Croatia 2. But, of course, the French have kicked 1 less. So up steps Kolo Muani now of Juventus. And if he misses, of course, we're back on level terms. Remember, there's another penalty shootout going on at the same time as this one. And that's Spain versus the Netherlands. We'll check in on that one just after we've seen this Kolo Muani. penalty for France. It's 2 apiece, but the French have this one in hand. Just Jules Koundé missing thus far for the French. Colin Moani then, he's going to step up, right-footed, sends the goalkeeper the wrong way, cool as a cucumber, keeper goes towards the right-hand side, ball goes to the left, and the French are nearly there. They lead by 3-2. The Spanish have beaten the Netherlands 4-3, by the way, on penalties in that other Nations League game that went to penalties. So we know that Germany are through, we know that Portugal are through, we know that Spain are through, and if this next penalty is missed by Croatia, then it'll be France who will be the 4th team through. This latest, which may well be the last, it will be the last if it's missed or if France score their last one. Penalty here for the Croatians. Christian Jakic, who came on as well as a substitute, plays for Augsburg, just placing the ball down on the penalty spot now. They've missed 2, the Croatians. The French have missed 1. But this could be the deciding one. If this is missed, if this is saved by Mike Maignan in that French goal, then the French are through in this Nations League, a playoff. So, up he steps, sends the goalkeeper the right way, waited for him to move. It's a brilliant penalty from Jakic. He's stepped up, didn't take much of a run up, 3 or 4 steps is all he needed. Maignan went very, very early, made it easy for him to slot it. He pretty much just slotted it down the centre in the end, and it all comes down to this. It's France 3, Croatia 3, but the French have 1 more penalty, and the responsibility falls for AC Milan's Theo Hernandez to win this game for the French, who trailed 2-0 coming into tonight. That 2-0 defeat in Split on Thursday night. They've turned it around with 2 goals in the second half. The first from Michael Elise, the second from Ousmane Dembele. They couldn't split them after that. No further goals in extra time. It went to a penalty shootout. The French have missed 1. The Croatians have missed 2. And now Theo Hernandez has the opportunity to win it for France. Steps up, left-footed, and he's missed it. Would you believe it? He's blazed it over the bar. We continue here at the Stade de France. Theo Hernandez with a horrible penalty. And after 5 penalties each, it's 3-3. Left-footed. And he's got it horribly wrong. It's hit the stanchion behind the goal. It's high, it's wide. It's a horrible penalty. And the French, who looked dead cert just a few minutes ago, have allowed the Croatians back into it. And now we continue. And it'll be Kaletakar, the Lyon defender. Plays in the French League, of course, in Ligue 1. And here he is in France, with the opportunity for the first time in this penalty shootout to put Croatia ahead. They've been behind the whole way, but if Duje Kaletakar can put this one in, Croatia will lead. He steps up right-footed, tucks it into the corner. The keeper went the right way, but he couldn't keep it out, and suddenly the French are in a position here knowing where if they miss this penalty, they're out, and the Croatians are through. Maignan dancing on his goal line. And now up steps the substitute, the youngster from Paris Saint-Germain, Désiré Doué, the number 9 for France. And suddenly, from absolutely nowhere, all the pressure is on the French. Theo Hernandez, who's been consoled at the moment. I mean, he doesn't need to be consoled yet because they can still win this, of course, the French. But Theo Hernandez had the spot kick, of course, to win it for the French. Blazed his penalty high and wide, and now the Croatians lead, and now Désiré Doué has to score. Up he steps, right-footed, sends the keeper the wrong way, tucks it in the corner. What a brilliant penalty that was. That's how it's done, is what he probably should be saying to the likes of Theo Hernandez after that terrible miss. And it's now 4 apiece after 6 penalties each. Rolled it in. Again, it was one of those ones where he stepped up, didn't take much of a run-up, allowed the keeper to make the first move, which he did towards his right side, and then he just sort of rolled it down the middle. Next up for the Croatians then will be the number 2, Josip Stanisic, the defender. He plays for Bayern Munich, of course, against Mike Maignan. We've had 6 penalties each, 2 missed each. And Croatia with the opportunity now to get their noses back in front. The responsibility is with Stanisic. Upsets, right-footed, keeper saves it. Brilliant save by Mike Maiden, and the French have the advantage once again. He went early towards his left-hand side. Again, it was one of those ones that was a nice height for the goalkeeper, and he pushed it clear. And the French, for the second time in this penalty shootout, have the opportunity to win it. Theo Hernandez had the first opportunity. He fluffed his lines. And now, who are they going to give it to in this, which will be the 7th French penalty? And the responsibility lies with Deo Upamecano, the Bayern Munich man. Can he do what Theo Hernandez couldn't do? Score from 12 yards to put his side through to the semi-finals, where they'll join Germany, Portugal and Spain in this Nations League. It's Upamecano against Livakovic. Up he steps, right-footed. He's banged it into the top of the net, and he scored, and the French are through. After all that, they've beaten Croatia on penalties, 5-4. What a dramatic penalty shootout that was. The French seemed to have it in their hands. They looked as if they'd thrown it away, but in the end,